right now. That way it's out, it's on record, you know, there's a week notice to the public rather than a shorter time period. Eric, do you think that would be appropriate? I know Chris said if we did a week from tonight, he would be more than prepared and ready.
Right.
So a special board meeting a week from today.
The 16th.
16th, what time would you guys, what time works for everybody? 8:30?
Either AM or PM. I can do either.
How about 4 o'clock?
4 o'clock.
Yep.
Sounds
Right.
Why did you ask for my opinion when you don't take that into consideration?
I did take it into consideration.
You ignored
I didn't hear any support for it. That's my only,
4 PM.
that's my only change to the agenda, is the removal of item 9.
I'd make a motion to approve the agenda with the deletion of number 9.
Support.
It's been moved and supported to approve the agenda with the deletion of item 9.
Got a question. Does the minutes from the other closed session have to be on the agenda?
We need to approve them,
So
but
should that be number 11 or something, or?
no,
I don't see it listed.
it's in the consent calendar.
Good, thank you.
And hopefully when somebody makes the motion to approve the consent calendar, they'll say, which includes the closed session minutes of July 12th, 2022.
Good, thank you.
Been moved and supported to approve the agenda with the deletion of item 9. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Declaration of conflict of interest. Anybody have a conflict with anything? Presentation, special reports. Grand Traverse County Commissioner report.
Good evening.
Hi, Ron.
Happy Fair Week, huh?
Yeah.
Not much to report, other than the board did approve 4 millages to be on the ballot in November. The Commission on Aging will have a .4739 levy millage. It'll expire in 32, so that's 10-year. That'll be a 10-year millage. Senior Center Network is .0945 levied millage, and that'll expire 10 years as well in 32. Veterans Affair is .1135, that's a 4-year millage. Animal Control is .037, and that is a 4-year millage as well. Now, I would say, just let everybody know that Veterans Affairs had been just paid for out of the county budget, the general fund, and had been up until 2014, when Tom Enzo put it in place to help with the county's financial issues at the time. So if the veterans are not supported in the village, it'll be taken care of through the general fund. And currently right now, Animal Control, the last year has been funded through the general fund. You would not have seen it on your taxes in the last year. So that's come back up, and that as well would be taken care of through the general fund if it was denied at the ballot.
The other three are just renewals, correct?
The Commission on Aging and Senior Center
And
and the Veterans Affairs.
they're all three just a renewal request. And then the animal control is the one that we used to pay and then was off for a year.
Right. And the veterans, we paid, veterans prior to 14 wasn't a millage, it was just paid for. So, anyway, that's all I have for tonight.
Ron, is there talk, like animal control, if that millage request doesn't pass, is the county still willing to fund animal control?
Yeah, they will.
They will.
And when you're looking at that, pay attention to the beta, the empty buses. So, all right, anything, questions?
When are you up? When you're done?
End of December,
End of December.
so
Are you,
8 years,
are you saying Beta is gonna be on the ballot too?
yes. Yep. Yeah. Yes, Meryl.
You know, the Beta buses run free for the Cherry Festival. Are they reimbursed by the Cherry Festival?
You know, I don't know, and I did see, today I saw 3 buses, beta buses running full. And I think they were doing a tour because it's the only time I've seen them running full. And I have been told that they have 3 electric buses ordered and coming in. They're not here yet. And they were so proud of their purchase that they're purchasing 5 more electric buses, so it's gonna be pretty. Yeah, plus 70 charging stations. Well, the 8 buses.
70?
8 buses. They'll need the charging stations put in place for them.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. There's no questions?
Thank you, Ron.
Thank
Thanks,
you, Ron.
Ron.
Thanks, Ron. Community police officer.
Good evening, Matt Trustee, Blair Township Community Police Officer. This is the newsletter for July 22nd. My statistics: arrests 4, citations 4, complaints 62, traffic crashes 6, warrants attained 6, warrants declined 6. First little topic is drunk driver wants Culver's. Around noon, there was a guy in the Culver's drive-thru ordering. He crashed into somebody. The guy was apparently really nice, or maybe he didn't have a license or something. He was like, I'm fine, there's not much damage, I'm out of here. Don't worry about it. But the drunk driver demanded that the cops be called. He demanded a report be taken. So I showed up and I took him to jail. He was a 16 on PBT at noon. So,
Wow, double.
what's that?
It's double.
Good man. Good job. On the 24th, there was a nasty MDOP down here on West Silver Lake Road. There's a couple that lives down there, and they woke up to find their mailbox ripped out and thrown across the road, and they had a gay pride sign on the mailbox on their post, and that was ripped off and thrown. And there's some nasty F-gays and a swastika on their mailbox. So I'd really like to find out who did that. I took some partial prints, but those are always usually the owner of the mailbox or the mailman or something, so that's probably not the people that did this. So did a neighborhood canvas. I told my captain, I asked my captain to release it to the media, and he did last week, but I haven't seen it I haven't seen it run with any of the stories. So I texted a personal friend of mine at 9 and 10 and asked him if he'd seen the story come across and try to put it out there. So I think that's probably the only way to figure it out, is if somebody calls and says, hey, my buddy did that, he told me he did it. So hopefully I can figure it out.
Was that on West Silver?
Yes. Right across from Galvin Road. They thought maybe it was somebody on Galvin Road that was driving every day and I didn't look right at it. Turned, which one right here. Any questions?
How many of those 62 complaints came out of the treasurer's office?
50. All right,
Thank you, Matt.
see you guys.
Yeah.
Sketchers County Road Commission report.
Hi. Well, good evening. My name is Hyder Kazim, and I am the most recent appointment to the Road Commission. So I wanted to stop by here and introduce myself to all of you, and you will be seeing me here at your meetings periodically, and happy to provide you with an update on what's happening at the Road Commission. I attended my first meeting, so I don't have much of an update, but you probably have all heard in the news already. We approved an initial study for the Hammond Hartman Bridge. That's the first step. I found out at my meeting that it was a discussion that started in the 1980s. So we finally, in 2022, approved a study just to get the process moving forward. But we saw a rendering of what the bridge would look like if everything goes as planned. It's going to be a beautiful bridge. The next step is, I think it's called the NEP process. Don't ask me what NEP stands for. I forgot. I knew it at the meeting. But it's a federal process. It has to do with the environmental impact study. That's going to be another about 18 months. And then we begin the process of, if everything gets approved, then we begin the process of, talking to the property owners, and that's going to depend upon how willing the property owners are and how much fight they put up. So we are optimistically looking at about at least minimum 6 years out for the bridge to be built. We're also moving forward on a new facility in Kingsley. I believe we closed on that, so the next step is to start clearing the site and begin work on that. For Blair Township specifically, Road Commission project-wise, I think the only project that we have is we continue to work on the seasonal portion of Vance Road through the state forestry funds. Vance Road down to Hoosier Valley, I believe it's a project that started last year with some tree clearing, and we'll continue to work on the project, widening that seasonal portion of Vance Road and some drainage improvements. And the hope is that at some point in the future, in partnership with the township, we can pave that portion of Vance Road if there's interest in that, we can see. MDOT project, completely different than Road Commission project, but MDOT project, there's one slated at Chum's Corner starting June of next year. All 4 directions, they're going to be doing replacing concrete slabs where it's broken down or potholes. So that's for next year. Other than that, just routine maintenance, grinding, gravel, shoulder work, that type of stuff. So if Nicole has my email address, so if there are any questions, any issues, projects, roads that you think the Road Commission should be considering, please let me know. I will obviously take that information and discuss with Road Commission staff.
East Rouge Road,
Okay,
take that back to them.
okay.
They've heard that before.
Okay, so all I have to say is East Rouge Road. Okay, all right.
East Rouge Road.
All right, well, I'll get my education from them then.
And just so you know, River Road, Beitler, Keystone Roundabout, that's in our township,
Yep.
as well as Hope Road.
Okay,
That intersection where the work's being done right now.
okay, all right.
And the potholes right out here on Vance Road on this side between here and the park.
Okay. And the most, what I would say is like, I'll write down East Rouge Road, okay? But if there are other projects that, I'm not gonna stand here and say that all it will get done, but at least let me know, because from my standpoint, if you tell me ask me a question I'll get you the answer. It may not be the answer always that you like, but at least you won't be held in limbo, or you will not just get ignored. I'll get you an answer whether one way or the other. All right, any questions?
Do you have a card by any chance?
I have my professional card, I don't have my road, they didn't give me a road commissioner card. I just have an email,
I'll
I'm
take
still
your
trying to
professional.
I'm still trying to learn my passwords. You know? I'll give you my professional card.
Thank you so much.
If it's okay with you,
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank
all
you.
right,
Thank
thank you
you.
so much.
Thank you.
Nice meeting you.
Take care.
I think I should go first on this. Okay.
Treasurer's report.
Crickets. General fund, 5,273,031. Public safety fund, 915,889. Ambulance fund is 903,084. Metro Act fund is 29,653. Liquor law enforcement is 35,097. Milfoil fund is 7,871. Sewer fund is 1,993,945. Water fund is 3,044,310. Current tax collection is 229,626. And payroll fund is a credit of 5785 for a total of $12,432,448.50.
Good, thank you.
Any questions for Trace? Announcements and correspondence.
Water loss committee update. We didn't have a meeting. We're not happy people. We're still trying to get the 120 commercial meters online, working correctly, all the data in. HydroCorp, I've been in email contact with them. They're not really responding to me. But now we have an invoice of 27,000 that I'm sure now they'll respond to me.
That was for the cross connection.
Yeah.
But, I called them today because I have a question on that. It said, contract price 18,000 something, billed price 26,000, almost 27.
Yeah, my email back to Lisa was I wouldn't pay them anything until we get,
To Lisa, in the water department.
yeah, because it came to her.
Okay,
And that, until we can get some satisfaction from them.
Yeah.
I wouldn't pay them a dime. And that, cause I'm gonna fight their contract once we get them to be happy, or get us.
That invoice though, today, I believe was for the cross connection inspection. That
Right.
had nothing to do with the meter installation.
Right, but if we hold off payment, we're gonna get somebody to respond to me.
I guess if we're not gonna pay, I guess I'd like some kind of motion then for the board to direct me not to pay it.
I mean, that's my opinion.
So, if I'm understanding this right, it's still downloading stuff?
Yeah, we still don't have it in the system. I asked last week, because in the contract, they were supposed to take a picture of the old meter with the final read. They were supposed to take a picture of the new meter when it's in, and then they were supposed to take a picture of the meter, what model number, not model number, but serial number and stuff, and they're supposed to have all of this. So none of the report, I mean, BSNA's been working as good as they can on this data.
It's this company here.
It's HydroCorp and that, and so last week, I even had Mike Martin get in touch with them, because I'm not getting a response. you know, it's, and I put in every one of my emails is per our contract, and that, and I'm still not getting anything. And so I copied you in on this morning. I sent another email out to them again saying I'm very disappointed in this company.
Is this the same company that also installed them, or is that?
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
So we'll get another bill on top of this bill.
And
That
this has
came
been
in
going
today.
on for like
3
Since
months.
3
May.
months?
What were you gonna say, Nicole?
Do you
On
have
top of
any
this bill.
knowledge of any of this
We'll
stuff?
have another
We'll
invoice.
get another
For,
for meter installation.
I think it's already been, I believe it's already been paid. Because that was done before the cross-connection inspections were done.
Yeah, it was done in May.
So again, so it's my opinion that we hold payment until we get satisfaction.
Yeah, I mean, they're not holding up their end of the contract. I would recommend we do not pay them until they at least get back to us with the information that we need. Because they're just.
For the contract, right.
They're just
Right now, they're
blowing
in
us off
breach.
right now.
Well, but if they,
Go ahead.
I'm just thinking out loud. I mean, if the invoices for the installation of the meters has already been paid,
Okay.
it's a separate contract for the
Cross connection.
cross connection.
That's what I said.
I don't know. Do you want me to check and see if the installation invoice has been paid?
Yeah, they're.
Because we can write them a letter and say the monies we put towards this to this invoice, please transfer that money to this invoice until we get. I mean, that's just my opinion. I just don't think, if we're gonna pay them, what is the repercussion for that? I mean,
They do not answer any of your emails. Can you, is there a? do they
Mike
have
Martin is
people that
even
you talk
trying.
to? Can you call
Can you
them?
help?
I can make a couple phone calls tomorrow.
Please do.
Has anyone called like the president of HydroCorp or the vice president?
This
Yeah.
was Dale or
Dave?
Dave maybe? Yeah, Dave.
Okay, I think he's vice president.
Where are they located?
Down the state, I think by Grand Rapids somewhere. I'll call Dave tomorrow. And just, since you are talking about this, Lisa today has printed out some work orders for meters that were installed backwards. And it looks like so far there's 4 of them. And if they're 1-inch meters, I mean, we paid $100 per meter for the 1-inch, and then the 5/8 by 3/4, 75 or 80 or something. But if we're gonna go back and switch those meters, you know, we have to get into these businesses, change the meter out, and the township paid them a good price to do that. They should, yeah, if we haven't paid that bill, subtract it. And I know there's a couple issues which I don't know enough about to speak of right now until there's some investigation tomorrow. But yeah, I mean, there's 4 meters as of right now that she was talking about that are backwards. 1 I know for sure, I think 3 at EDI, and there's a Biter development, and
So we're not able to get meter reads from any of these.
No, and the multiplier was put in wrong on all of them by HydroCorp.
Or it was missed or something. And I think it was just omitted, it wasn't put in
It
at
was
all.
an NI.
Yeah,
Yeah,
And this
even though
isn't-
Mike Martin assured that they were all set up.
But is he HydroCorp? He's
No,
not.
he's
No, he's
Metron.
Metron.
Yeah.
I'll call Mike
So who
tomorrow.
recommended this HydroCorp to us?
Metron.
Metro.
Metron. Yeah, I hate to say this, but if this keeps lingering, we're gonna have to have an attorney.
Well, and we don't even know what it's gonna cost us with the BSNA support. That Lisa's been on the phone for over 6 hours with BSNA, trying to dump very same data that HydroCorp is supposed to do. Yeah. So
I went through
that's gonna
reports
be a
on
big bill, I'm
Friday.
sure.
I went through a bunch of reports trying to assist. You know, Lisa was at her wit's end and I said, just tell me what we can do, all hands on deck. And we have to get it done.
So every month it's just kind of an estimate at this point?
Mm-hmm. And, I mean, we were looking like, we looked at some other ones that we were getting readings or usage on Trucker's phone one day, but, so like Taco Bell, they were going like 17,000 for a month or
She can
something.
bill for some of them, can't she? Like Taco Bell, the ones that are working right? Because some of them are, I know some of, a lot of them are in water schools right now.
Yeah, I don't know that side of it to know, but,
Sawyer, BSNA's recommendation was hold off on the commercial billing this month. Go ahead and send out your residentials, get those out, but we need to get this
corrected.
figured out across the board instead of,
Yeah.
Yes,
It's been a nightmare, to say the
Yeah.
least.
Each one of those is a cash register and we're missing out.
Mm-hmm. And we're doing everything we can. It's not like anybody is lacking.
Yeah.
Everybody is doing the best they can with what we have. It's,
It's their-
right. And so I was hoping they would send me the pictures, so at least, you know, I could go through manually and say this is the last meter read. I mean, some of them we have huge credits on because
So
the
they
last
didn't even
meter
send
read.
you the pictures?
No, I can't get anything from them.
Would the, either the VP or the president of that company meet with us?
I can find out.
Because we need to get somebody like that to get to something done.
Yeah,
And I have all these old meters with the addresses on them, with reads just in
Mhm.
case they're sitting back there in barrels, so, I mean. But we shouldn't have to go through those we shouldn't have to.
Right, but we might, I mean, we
I can
might
see
end
one
up
or
doing
two,
that.
but not all of them.
and just today, I mean, these were installed in May, just today. Patrick went out, there was 4 of them
Yeah, it's because
today
she's,
that were on
it's
backwards.
because as she's getting some of them in the system, she's seeing that, you know, an alarm comes up, meters reading backwards or a backflow issue. So she'll go in and click on it, cause she has some of them in there. I'm assuming she can bill for some of them. I don't know, I don't know.
Yeah, she was looking at her abnormal consumption report.
Okay.
Anything else?
No, don't get me started. No,
Well, thank you, Tracy, for.
that's it. It's just been, it's been a shit show. And do we want to, I mean, what do we want to do about payment?
Oh, yeah, we didn't say that.
Yeah.
I would say hold off on the payment until we can get a conference call, maybe with Metron, HydroCorp and us.
I guess, I'm thinking about it. I mean, you or Patrick are gonna have to
Okay.
approve that payment anyways before I do it, so. Just wait and see what happens.
I'm trying.
The meter haven't paid for yet?
The meters are paid for and the installation.
Okay.
But the cross connection one isn't.
Right.
And clearly, we're gonna need a refund
Mm-hmm.
on some of the meter installation.
Yeah. And we'll just keep well, at least we'll have all the work orders for all these Metrons, so that'll
Yeah.
keep track of everything.
I know Sawyer's compiling a report from BSNA, so he's gonna have a nice document of their errors.
good question. Did Metron recommend HydroCorp?
Yes.
So they should be, you know, no matter what. I'm looking at 50%. They referred it, because if even when I had my business, why we refer somebody to somebody. And if it didn't work out, I would have to reimburse it or take care of it.
Well, I don't think legally Metron has any
No.
sense of
Yeah,
financial
Metron
responsibility.
should know if they knew, you get
Metron
quality
just
help,
put his
period.
reputation on the line by making the
Right.
referral, so any dealing with Metron will have to really drill Mike or,
But they have no
Hydrocor could
financial.
have, you know, it depends on the person, people you get to do the meters. Hydrocor could have crews that are fantastic with no issues, and they got a couple crews that make the whole company look bad.
well, that doesn't have anything to do with the company not returning
I know.
communications.
I know,
That's the company,
I know,
not the employees.
I know.
That's all I have.
We won our $4,000 grant through the park plan for a generator for the water tower.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Consent calendar.
I just have one thing.
Oh, yeah, any other announcements?
The August 2nd election went very smoothly, thanks to Cindy, Jake, Brian, Jordan, Tracy, Aaron, and our election workers. Thanks everybody that helped out make it a smooth day.
Good
Just
job.
quiet.
And the food was incredible.
Yes.
We did good. I like how we had it set up this time. They liked how we had it set up this time.
Any other announcements, correspondence? Consent calendar. The purpose of the consent calendar is to expedite business by grouping non-controversial items together to be dealt with in one board motion without discussion. Any member of the board may ask that any item of the consent calendar be removed and placed elsewhere on the agenda for full discussion. Such requests will be automatically respected.
I would move to approve the consent calendar, which includes the closed session meeting minutes from July 12th, 2022.
Support. It's been moved and supported to approve the consent calendar, which includes the closed session meeting minutes of July 12th, 2022. Roll call?
Campbell,
Yes.
Place,
Yes.
Wolfgang,
Yes.
Sight,
Yes.
Lonshine,
Yes.
Kuchera,
Yes.
Fitzpatrick.
Yes.
New business. Number one. K&A Barking Brew. I made this an agenda item. Dan and Joy are actually here. This is just a preliminary throwout at us. They have not developed a site plan yet. They haven't been to the planning commission or anything. They're in their conceptual, this is what we're thinking. Let's see what the township board thinks. And they're requesting a tavern license, which if you remember for Berkshire Burger, part of their application is they need township board resolution approving them to apply to the state for a tavern license. We don't control, we don't even know how many are available in the township or could be transferred into the township. That's all on them. But the state does require the township's approval of their application submission. And the pictures that I gave you tonight,
Yes.
I guess take it away, Dan.
Yeah, that's, so those pictures, and thank you very much for having us here tonight. This is kind of an exciting time for us. We're in the process of working with Fred Campbell actually to get the actual property and building drawings done. So at some point in time, if you'd like to see that, when he's got that all whipped up with his magic, we'd be happy to show you what we're planning on out there. Something we've been, we travel a lot with our dogs. We've been around a lot of the United States and seen places that were good and that not so good. And especially here in town, there's a lot of places we've been that, you know, we can take our dogs, but I mean, there's really not that many. And we were like, we really want to have a place where we can do that. So And so this is what we're coming up with, and it's kind of taking some of the best of what we've seen in other parts of the country and bringing it here.
They're looking at a spot up by the ballpark up in Village Park.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the property we're in the process of purchasing is right as you come down the main drag, it's at the first corner right there.
Oh, okay.
So is it just alcohol and dogs?
Like beer, wine, cider. alcohol.
Yeah.
Food trucks.
Yeah.
I just asked, I was at a similar setup on Tybee Island, and this little girl came running past our table, and there was a dog underneath the table that just went right after that little girl. So dogs out in public, just, I'm not a dog person, but bless you guys.
She has dogs at home.
I know, but I don't like, they throw themselves on me. But
Right.
it just scares me in that, but if it's just geared towards the older people and not kids being around.
I personally wouldn't take my granddaughter to
Right, that's
A
what I'm
pub.
saying.
where there's dogs running around.
Right, this was a pizza place, it was a bar, a little restaurant, it was all of the above in that, and they let dogs lay on the patio outside and stuff by their people.
Did you say you're gonna have snacks?
Food trucks, potentially. So you have to keep those kind of
That's not
outside
bad.
of the park, yeah.
What about winter time? I mean, are the dogs gonna be allowed inside?
Yes,
Okay,
as long as we don't have a roast inside.
okay.
So beer, wine, cider, stuff like that.
Now, are you gonna be having non-alcoholic beverages too?
Possibly, we're still in the planning the details of that, so we'll have to see what's gonna sell and what people want, so.
Because, of course, I'm a little bit of a beer drinker, but my wife doesn't drink much.
Yeah,
But
there's
she's got
always-
the, it's her dog, her baby, or she says her baby.
That's good
And
quality.
that would be
water.
great, you know,
Yes.
yeah.
There's some incredible IPA ales that are NAs that are unbelievable.
Oh, sure.
They're excellent. So they are out there available.
And we do plan on primarily working with the local microbrews, not trying to get any fancy imports or anything like that. Just
So it's
work-
gonna be kinda like that, what's downtown?
Dog park?
No, what's that one with the food trucks downtown?
Little fleet.
Put
Little
that
fleet.
dog word on your mind.
Like
Yeah.
Little Fleet.
So you can, those types of facilities, they'll let you bring your dogs in, especially if it's outside. Ours is different though, because the dogs are gonna have show proof of vaccination, make sure that they're safe. And, they go through this temperate kind of test to make sure they're not gonna be aggressive.
Yeah.
And immediately if we see that, they will be asked to leave and no, it's not geared toward children. And so I know that anybody can do it.
Mhm.
We're gonna set all the precautions that we can in place.
Are the dogs going to have to be leashed? It looks like here they're running free.
They're running free inside, it's fenced.
Yeah, kind of, we're looking at, there's obviously a lot of things that can go wrong, as with anything. But it's always to make sure that the people understand they're responsible for their pet as soon as they come in there. And if there's a problem, as far as showing any kind of aggression, they're asked to just keep them on a leash. And if that remains an issue, then we have to ask them at the end to step outside the area.
Have you looked into the insurance for this project?
I was thinking the same thing. Wow.
There's a lot of moving parts to it, yes.
Okay, I mean, it's different. You're very successful.
Thank
I
you.
don't like beer or dogs, but
I love both.
yeah.
All right.
You have Linetti's vote already.
Wow.
I think it's a risky thing.
Well, and again, we're not here to
Right,
vote on
right.
the business
No, I'm just
plan or
giving our
anything.
Yeah.
Well, I
Yeah.
appreciate
One's
it.
our input.
Yeah, I think it's different. I think difference good. Diversity is the best.
I wish you luck.
Thank you. We make a
No, they're just presenting. We're not doing anything.
Well, we have a resolution.
Oh! Well, that's local government.
Well, I make a motion to approve a resolution for local governmental approval for K&A Brew and Bar.
I'll support it.
For what? A tavern
For a tavern license, I'm sorry.
No, I just want the minutes to be.
It's been moved and supported to approve a resolution for K&A Bark and Brew application for a tavern license.
And can we refer to the resolution number? It's 2022-23.
Yes. Any further discussion? Roll call?
Kuchera?
Yep. Yes.
Campbell?
Yes.
Sykes?
Yes.
Fitzpatrick?
Yes.
Lundstein?
Yes.
Lees?
Yes.
Wolfgang?
Well, we have, and I'm sure it's an antiquated ordinance, but until we do something about it, it's a alcoholic beverage license. I'm gonna vote no, not because I don't support you or think it's a great idea. It's because of this ordinance.
Is that everybody, Wixel?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Good luck.
Item 2, Silver Lake Building Condo LLC. Utility extension agreement for payback of the water main extension. This is the water main running down Curtis Road.
Oh, but
Yeah, I think there's 9 parcels impacted. The current price right now is
It's like,
$122 per lineal foot.
it's about 250,000 total.
Yeah. And I think the last one of these we just did, we did it for a 10-year period. That's the part that's up to us as a board, is
For the payment schedule.
the yeah, that period.
turn our other ones there. Like you said, and ones you've done in the past.
Yeah, we just did the one over on,
For close.
no, well, we did Klaus, but I think also the barns,
Yeah.
town hall
Yeah.
storage barns.
M37 roundabout storage?
Yes.
So we at the township are responsible for running the line.
No, the developer had to. So now, for instance, this one, these developers had to extend that water main from Shooters down Curtis and up West Silver. So now, and that's the water district, these 9 parcels, if and when they want to connect or have to connect, they will pay the connection.
Okay.
They'll pay back Alpers, whatever their front footage at that price. It's a way for the developers to recoup part of their investment in the water main extension. And it's a benefit to the neighboring properties because
Sure.
they now have water main that they could connect to.
Because that was a big problem with that property.
Correct.
Because of that.
That's why it sat vacant for so many years.
It's a big expense.
I would move to approve the utility extension agreement for Silver Lake Building Condo LLC for a period of 10 years.
Support. It's been moved and supported to approve the utility extension agreement for the payback of the water main extension for Silver Lake Building Condo LLC for a payback period of 10 years. Any further discussion? Roll call?
Lundstein?
Yes.
Sykes?
Yes.
Campbell?
Yes.
Lees?
Yes.
Wolfgang?
Yes.
Yes.
Kuchera?
Yes.
I'll have Lisa call the developers in the morning and have them come in and finish filling out the paperwork. Item 3, road name approval request for Silver Blossom Estates.
It's cool.
So you wanna make the motion?
Yes, I make a motion to approve the name of Silver Blossom Drive in Silver Blossom Estate.
Support.
It's been moved and supported to approve the road name Silver Blossom Drive, which is located in Silver Blossom Estates. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Item 4, approval to purchase 50 residential Metron water meters that are going offline effective December 31st of 2022.
So I got this from Metron Mike, and as painful as it is to me to talk about more meters, I mean, they're sunsetting, so there's no way around it.
Now, will we install those ourselves or will we? No.
Well, that's to be discussed.
Who, this quote expired July 16th.
It's still good.
It
I
is-
I can have him resend it with an updated,
You want to tell them that when I talk to them tomorrow?
yeah, send an updated quote. And that he knew it was coming to the board meeting tonight. I told him, I mentioned it at the board meeting last month. And that, because we need, I mean, we're already looking at August, we need to get going and get these 50 changed out.
Do you remember what they charged for the 5/8 with water meters? Off the top of your head?
Was it 90?
I have to look.
So basically, these will be good for the next 10 years, Travis?
The new ones?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, these are going to be,
Supported.
Yeah.
For,
I think he said these are LTEs. Right, Chuck?
yep. It says
I-
VNLTE.
Yeah.
No, the current software BSNA that we have, that we use for our, will work with this. We don't
Yeah.
have to
Mm-hmm.
depend on HydroCorp.
This is just,
No.
well, no, HydroCorp, it's gonna be my thing that HydroCorp doesn't install these ones, cause I could take it twice in 6 months. These are gonna come from Metron, and we can install them or have a local install them. But no, these will work just like the rest of our residentials will work. And that, I believe these, you won't have to go out and read, right? It will just,
No, those are on the cell signal.
yeah, so these,
It'll be
they won't
launched
have to
well.
read, they'll just come in and,
I would make a motion to approve
It's
the
John
purchase
again.
of 50 residential Metron meters for a total of $16,000.
Oh. It's John Axe calling. Hello?
Support.
Hello? Well, we are,
Tell them give us 5 minutes. We'll call them right back.
give us 5 minutes, we'll call you right back. Yeah, bye. You must be getting hungry.
It's been moved and supported to purchase 50 Metron residential meters for a total of $16,000.
Can, have we thought about using ARPA money for those, or? No. I'm just throwing it out there.
Do we have money in Waterford? Is there
We
a
have money in
fund?
water fund, and these 50 meters are sunsetting, so they're gonna be inoperable. So, I mean, we could, if you wanted to, but.
Have we spent any ARPA money as of today?
We did on the commercial.
Oh,
And the sign.
The sign out front.
okay.
But we still got,
800,000. No, not that much.
well, by the time the sign's all done with it, that'll probably be a total of 35,000. The installation of the meters was 13,500, and I don't remember what the actual meters, how much they were. I wanna say like 116,000. I don't think that sounds outrageous. So that's basically all we've spent.
So what kind of balance do we have to spend?
Probably, I would say at least 750 or a little bit better.
And we have till how long? Till like 26?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and we're gonna have system upgrades that are gonna be needed a lot more than $16,000 worth of residential meters that are sunsetting.
Okay, somebody supported that?
Yes.
Okay.
My only further discussion before I vote on this is the installation of them. They're residential meters, if we ordered them, how long does it take to get them?
I could probably have them in 2 to 3 weeks if I order them tomorrow.
So it's August, we have till December to get 50 in, we just hired a third water operator. In my opinion, our water operators can
Should do it,
install 50 residential meters.
What's the time on installing a meter?
Well, it all depends if you can get in or not and where it's located. Some meters take a half hour, some meters take 10 minutes, depending on where it's at and if you can get in or not.
If they can make contact. That's probably their biggest struggle is making contact.
Well, I can help with that.
Can we discuss that at another meeting? Who's gonna put them in? Because we gotta do it.
Well, is there, in your opinion, can you do this with your crew?
I don't wanna give an answer right now.
Okay.
I mean, I just got Jordan training on flushing hydrants, and that's what I want. It's gonna take him,
Okay.
I don't wanna pull him away from what I want him to do right now. It's a huge job. And Ryan and I will help him pick in, like, I mean, and then,
Let me just ask this. Is it possible to schedule one day out of the week where you did installation?
for myself,
Yourself, you and I.
one of them could be possibly yes. And I know there's projects coming up, and we have a lot of stuff to do in the sewer system yet, manhole inspections, ARV inspections, and the flushing. I don't wanna take away from that right now.
No, I'm not asking you to take, I'm just trying to see, how can we work this in and manage what you have to have done? Is there a time element that will work? That's your homework, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, if we get them ordered, then next month you'll have a month to review everything, see where you're at. I mean, we're going into September. Hopefully you slow down just a tad. But I know you got a lot of catching up to do because,
Yeah.
but yeah, I think we can order them and then talk about it, installing them next month.
I wouldn't have, right, obviously, had it broke.
Yeah, you're not gonna get those words out of my mouth.
Maybe after all this problem, they'll give us a deal.
Free.
Well, I know Mike said before that, I mean, 120 was a small project for them to say yes to, that they would never say yes to just 50. But now after dealing with them, I wouldn't say,
Yeah.
I wouldn't offer them to be able to say yes or no.
Roll call?
Please,
Yes.
Wolfgang,
Yes.
Blanchet,
Yes.
Fitzpatrick,
Yes.
Kuchera,
Yes.
Sights,
Yes.
Campbell.
Yes.
Before I call John back, can I just ask if anybody has any questions on the resolution 2022-24, which is the bond resolution for the emergency services building? That's why John's calling in, so if anybody has any questions.
I need for help with filling out just appendix 1.
I asked,
The
she said that
Exhibit
it'd
B.
be filled out at a
by
later
them,
date.
okay, perfect. Yeah, I'm like, huh?
Yeah, well, that's what I said, I'm like, I don't know how to fill this out.
Right. But once our signatures.
Yeah. Alright. I'm calling just to let him know that. I mean, does anybody else have questions?
I don't.
I couldn't pronounce some of the words.
So we're jumping to item 8.
John? Nobody's got any questions except Nicole said, we just need your help filling out the appendix and exhibits. What? Yeah, okay, I already asked Christine about that, and I said, yeah, she said those can be filled out at a later date. Okay, so I guess we're good. Okay, thank you, John.
Enjoy your day.
Bye. I think we can just keep going the same.
Item 5, IT right annual renewal.
So I got an email from IT Right, and it was this, join us for this webinar about cybersecurity and all this, and I kind of ignored it for a little while, and I said, oh, I guess I probably should watch this. Well, then Randy from IT Right called me because I didn't start the webinar when it started. I didn't know it was just for Blair Township. And so Cindy deals with IT Right most of the time, so I said, Cindy, you better, be in on this. So he was telling us what extra protections they're taking with all this cybersecurity. And to back up a little bit, they got bought out by another company a while back. So they're telling me, what some of the changes being made are. Well, then it turned into a sales pitch. And he sent me a quote on what their new pricing would be, and that is the fourth and fifth page. Our current annual contract is $6,800. They want to go to, they're going to stagger it so it won't be such a, but for 2022 it would go up to $9,996 and so on, all the way up to $21,000.
In
So-
2 years.
Yeah.
From 6,800 right now.
Yeah.
To, in 2024, 21,120 a year.
So those investors want to get their money right back.
Right, yeah. Return on
Oh,
investment,
that's
yeah.
crazy.
So I talked to Nicole and I said, we probably should go out for bid. And she's like, yeah. But our service contract was actually up in June.
Okay.
And I really don't want to switch with a November election coming up. I can work on, getting requests RFPs and stuff, but I would like to wait until after November to do the actual switchover. So I talked to Randy and he gave me a quote for the next 5 months. Which would be $833 per month. And I think what he did on that was took the 2022 rate of $9,996 and divided that by 12 to come up with a monthly. Yes, that's what he did. So I guess I would like a motion to approve that 5-month contract and also a motion to approve going out for requests for pricing from other
Companies?
IT companies, yeah.
So right now, you're wanting approval for 5 months.
Yes. At $833 per month.
So I'll make a motion to approve the cost of IT right for 5 months at $833 a month.
Support.
It's been moved and supported to approve the monthly fee schedule to IT right for $833 a month for the next 5 months. Any further discussion? Just wonder how many customers are gonna lose.
I don't know, it says, I will send an RFP example that can help you set things in motion if that is the position the township decides to take. But if we can avoid the RFP and agree to the staggered offer, we'll be able to keep your costs below modern pricing now.
And in the years to come.
Yeah, liars.
Yeah, I know one township that left them because of this
That's,
increase.
Yeah, that's
and, I mean, I don't call them that often, but the response time isn't worth, I mean, if they were,
It's not like it
no,
used to be.
no, it's not. If they excelled at it, you know, you might have some, well, but, right, it used to be so much better.
Was that before they were bought out?
Yes,
Yeah.
when we first got them.
And it was kinda, I think the COVID,
I think you're right,
you know,
Trace.
And Caleb, our
Yeah.
person, he was a
Left.
resident. He lived in the area. Yeah, and he's not there. So, okay, any further discussion? Roll call.
Zeitz,
Yes.
Lonshine,
Yes.
Campbell,
yes.
Fitzpatrick,
Yes.
Please,
Yes.
Kutra,
Yes.
Wolfgang.
Yes,
And you want the motion to go out for RFP?
yes, please.
I'll make a motion to go out for RFP for IT services.
Support.
It's been moved and supported to go out for RFP for IT
Well, no, I'm gonna,
support and services.
yeah, we'll start the process now, but not switch over until after.
Who's gonna do the RFP?
Well, I was gonna look at the one we did
I was gonna say, we did one.
when we,
Done several.
switched to IT, right?
So Lynette's gonna do the RFP, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Any further discussion?
I motion, I say that motion.
Roll call.
Fitzpatrick,
Yes.
Kutra,
Yes.
Please,
Yes.
Lonshine,
Yes.
Campbell,
Yes.
Wolfgang,
Yes. I know somebody had to hurry,
Zeitz.
Yeah.
get an
Item
example of one
6.
from.
Purchase of locking mobile storage cabinet for elections.
So we have to keep ballots really locked up now. I mean, so people can't look in our windows and even see the absentee ballots. And for May and August, Cindy kept them in that little room we have in the back of our office. But there's not a lot of room in there. And we're gonna have a lot more ballots for November. And, the East Bay Township clerk ordered, well, she ordered, I don't know how many of them. And we went over and looked at them. It's a locking cabinet on wheels. We would like to purchase one to keep our ballots in. And I do have money in the budget for it.
You only need one?
We really don't have, well, what are we gonna do with them? I know, but when we're not using them,
Where else are we gonna put them?
I know. You want two? Okay.
I think it's just gonna increase,
Oh,
To move on.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
or you could buy it again, buy another one. Yeah.
I'd
Next
like
time around.
In a year, you're gonna have all the room you need.
Yeah.
Do you need more than one right now?
Probably not for this November, but for in 2 years for November, I'm sure. We will.
You have a lot of space.
Okay.
She'll be gone.
Huh? I'll be gone?
No.
No. They'll be gone.
You're a fixture
But
here.
I'm just saying, wait,
Okay.
or to order both of them now.
Order your one now.
Yeah.
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 Next year.
Next year, they'll double the price.
Yeah,
Well, I'd make a motion to approve the purchase of a locking mobile storage cabinet for the elections for a total of $1,239.
Support.
It's been moved and supported to approve the purchase of the locking storage cabinet for elections. Any further discussion? Roll call.
Kutra.
Yep.
Campbell,
yes.
Wolfgang,
Yes.
Sykes,
Yes.
Please,
Yes.
Sunshine,
Yes.
Fitzpatrick.
Yes.
I was wondering. Well, did it?
Item 7, monthly cell phone reimbursement for Jordan Co.
I move to approve reimbursing Jordan Co. $50 per month for his cell phone.
Support.
Starting
Well,
August,
he started August 1st, so.
so next month do 100 to start it up, to catch
Yeah.
up, okay. I support that.
It's been moved and supported to approve the $50 per month cell phone reimbursement for Jordan Co. With the first payment being $100
Well,
for
just-
August and September.
Yeah. Say, starting August 1st, but then do one that says August and one that says
Okay.
September.
Okay.
Roll call.
Please,
Yes.
Kutra,
Yes.
Sykes,
Yes.
Wolfgang,
Yes.
Campbell,
Yes.
Sunshine,
Yes.
Fitzpatrick.
Yes.
Item 8, adopt resolution 2022-24, bond resolution, general obligation, unlimited tax bond series 2022.
Say that.
Right. And John already said tonight that he was gonna help us fill out the exhibits.
Yeah, so right now we're just approving the resolution. I move to approve resolution 2022-24, bond resolution, general obligation, unlimited tax bond series 2022.
It's been moved and supported to adopt resolution 2022-24, bond resolution, general obligation, unlimited tax bond series 2022. Any further discussion? I just want to say a huge thanks to Eric Thompson. This, and Chris Richter, our project manager. This last 2 weeks has been over the hill
stressful. This, hands down, for me personally, has been the most stressful thing I've ever been involved with township government. It's not as easy as sitting down as a group and doing a schematic design of a pretty looking fire department. That is, it, every single day. Eric and I worked all weekend as home conferences. All weekend. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, it's nonstop, crazy. And I am beyond grateful that our residents supported this bond request. It's desperately needed. And I think the fact that we've never asked for a bond request, you know, for a building. And I'm grateful to those that cast their vote. So, yeah, it's something. That's what I can say. Do you have anything, Eric? With it? It's.
No, you said it a lot more than I was expecting.
Yeah.
All the varieties, the possibilities, and then keeping everything in check with the different contractors. Making sure all the bids are apples to apples.
Yeah, we definitely, I can tell already that hands down, the best decision we could have made was to hire a project manager versus a general contractor. Chris is RCI, Chris specifically, he's such a member of the team, and I don't even feel like he's working for us, I feel like he's working with us. He is as passionate about the success of this project as we all are. So I think, and any contractor that I've run into and talked with, when they have asked, did you go with a general contractor or what are you guys doing? And I have said, we hired a project manager. Every single one has said, good decision. So, good decision, team. Yeah. Okay, roll call.
Campbell,
Yes.
Fitzpatrick,
Yes.
Wolfgang,
Yes.
Kutra,
Yes.
Please,
Yes.
Lansing,
Yes.
Sykes.
Yes.
Extended public input. Oh, no, approval of the Buckley Old Engine Show. Almost forgot you.
He's been sitting here to the bitter end and then we're done.
We, every year we do a standby, this year it's gonna be standby overnight for the crew, because luckily the amounts we got working, so it's around it. We'll be there at 5 Thursday morning or 5 o'clock Sunday. And we working with the Paradise, who also something we can ballpark set up on the schedule and all.
That was gonna be my question, do we have the manpower to do that?
I'll probably be there all. I'll try that whole tractor or something.
Can't we go Wednesday to Sunday?
So this is for this year and for next year?
Yeah, Eric, your dates are
Yeah.
wrong.
Alright.
Yeah, on page 1, number 1, but also on the back page.
I'll correct that.
You've gone from 2018 to
Year time.
2022 and then 2023. So just the correction of the dates on here, which I have circled so you can have them.
So I would move to approve the contract with Northwest Michigan Engine and Thresher Club Incorporated, AKA Old Engine Show, with the correction of the dates.
Support.
It's been moved and supported to approve the contract between the Northwest Michigan Engine and Thresher Club, also known as the Old Engine Show, and Blair Township Emergency Services, with the correction of a few date errors in the contract. Any further discussion? Roll call?
Fleischman,
Yes.
Sight,
Yes.
Fitzpatrick,
Yes.
Campbell,
Yes.
Wolfgang,
Yes.
Please,
Yes.
Sight, Kutra.
Yes,
Extended public input.
I just wanna say that Tim is doing an amazing job. It makes my life so much easier. In that, I mean, our AR is pretty up to date now. She's really got a good handle on it. We are getting monies in, consistently, more than we ever did with Acumet. And that I just think she's doing an awesome job in there. And that, so.
Nice.
That's my, cause I have to deal with it at month end and it makes it so much easier when,
She does bring her out full time and get everything tracked. And with her elections, I'm gonna throw out there like up 15% maybe from
yeah,
that
at least,
accident, so
at
just
least,
that,
yeah.
oh.
Mhm. Yeah, she's doing great.
And she'll do anything else around here to help out.
Yeah.
She fits in nicely. She wants
Yeah.
to be part of the team and
But yeah, she's, I'm gonna add that, cause she is, I just did some EMS today and usually it took me a good 3 to 4 days and now I can get it done in an afternoon. So I
Anything
had
else?
time to make ribs.
we're adjourned.